And we're live.
Woohoo.
Holy shit.
Good job.
So I'm quickly going to... What did you just say?
Yeah, live.
Stop.
Oh, Sucha. Okay. I was like, what the hell? Hey, Mika. Also,
Hey.
hi everybody. Welcome back to Demons of Aeminad, our weekly D&D show where a bunch of idiots try to survive in a world infested by demons.
Woo!
Hello,
We're back.
cats and
Hello.
kittens.
Oh, dear mother of God, I did not miss that.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Again.
Oh, God.
Guess who's back?
Yes, we are back with the main show, with the main madness.
With the same audience.
It's made me thirsty. But before we jump into tonight's episode, I'm going to throw it over to our master of announcements, Yella.
No announcements, I just want to play Swamp again. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, now
There you
it's
go.
that we want to play our characters.
That's
I
the
hooked
All right, my announcement for the evening. I am going to do everything in my power to actually get Swamp killed. Anyway.
I will help you.
No, you
Alright,
won't.
just because you asked so nicely, we're all just gonna fucking turn on.
Let's go.
Just gonna turn
5
around.
entered the rope trick, only 4 came out.
What happened? We don't
Find
know.
out next time.
I don't know.
All right.
Go.
Anyway,
Could you recap a little bit?
can you let me do my goddamn job, Yella?
Yeah.
You piece of shit. It's not like I have like an entire document open here with the recap that I have
Oh.
written.
Oh.
It's almost like I
Is
put
it-
time into these sessions.
Is it the time to interrupt Lars again
I will fucking...
when he tried to explain things?
Okay, every single time someone interrupts me, the next encounter gets 50 more hit points.
Fine.
Just saying. Anyway, if I am not mistaken, which I rarely am, and then I'm going to open my goddamn document. The party now known as the Paragons of Alvarest have been traveling the world of Aeminad. Fuck you, Alicia, I'm not calling it the Parrots of Alvarest. Yes, that is in the document. After conquering cities like Alvarest, Oculi, and Grimsby, they figured out the true core of the demons. Whenever a demonic entity becomes a lord or matron, they will have a heart. However, the party found this out the hard way. With the entire party entering the demon heart of Titania, demon matron of nature, thorns, and withering, only Sequita came out alive. Luckily enough, the party was saved by a random group of adventurers that prayed to the now built Temple of Shiloh, goddess of possibly penises. However, this took time enough to once again start the war between Mordred, demon lord of death and undeath, and Ariana, demon matron of love, passion, and betrayal. Due to some help from an old frenemy, the coin maker, also known as Nox, demon lord of darkness and chaos, I have realized I have way too many demon lords in this campaign. Ariana was victorious in her final battle, but she betrayed the maker of coins for her own gains, as Morgana, demon matron of magic and anti-magic, was also present at the battle. One of Nox's lackeys was able to escape with the demon lord's heart, but the main body was completely destroyed. Holy shit. Due to this, his current abode is losing its protection fast, giving Morgana the opening she needed to take his heart. Party agreed to attack the Coinmaker's ship without their army that was moving to conquer the undefended city of Stupra. However, before that, Swamp asked about a vision he had, where his home was conquered by a demonic entity, his best friend seemingly corrupted into a swamp-like entity. The party agreed to first travel into the swamp, hoping to figure out what had happened and possibly deal with the situation. Although Sequita did want to return to the city within a couple of days for some reason. After seeing a small magical pond, my god, I can't read, and failing to cross a corrupted river, the party met up with Swamp's giant friend, fully corrupted and entrapped within the bog. They fought it, figuring out its peculiar love for electricity in the combat. They defeated it, not killing it, and polymorphed it into a small snail, hoping to bring it back to safety. They continued on, and after a little more time found Swamp's old hut. However, it had become home to a gentleman dressed in very nice clothes with dark ichor seemingly erupting from its body every now and again. Party wanted to leave, however, as Swamp tried to move them through a tree, he quickly found out the trees here were too corrupt to use. So with no way back and a possible demon lord in front, tell me, players, what the fuck are you all doing?
It's a very good question.
Shitting my pants.
Okay, make a Constitution save.
No, no.
Soiling my pants.
So, who
Okay.
would benefit since this swamp would tell that this is the fucker that he wants to beat as badly
Let's-
as he ever wants to beat anything in his specific ways of living.
Mhm.
But this creature in front of us is unnatural, like even more unnatural than
Mhm.
all the other demons, and should meet his swift demise. That
What
being
is the-
said,
Kill.
who would benefit from taking a short-ish rest to regain like composure and go
It would
at
be nice. I would get my channel divinity back, which means I get a a big maximum output lightning spell, which is always really nice.
maximum healing?
No, I can't heal with that. It's only for lightning and thunder damage. But yeah,
Clearly, you
Uh,
can.
Okay,
not like that. I haven't taken that much damage, but I wouldn't mind.
a
Like,
small
just-
top up.
Yeah, it's I'm missing 6 HP, which is just a singular dice that I'm gonna have to roll
Eight
normally. So
Great. Valkyrie, you up for a short rest or are you completely fine?
I'm fine.
Sakura, do you get anything? Are you in need of short rest?
Well, I don't exactly need one. I mean, if you would like a rest, but I don't know about you, but for some reason I feel like I've been resting for about 6 months.
Wow,
First of all,
that's a
4.
big-
yet I'm still tired.
It's only
in
been
real life.
4 months.
Is it 4? Oh,
And 7, I think that Shadow doesn't regain like the +10 to hit.
She does.
How
She
much
gets it back on a short
damage?
rest.
How much damage has she taken?
From what I can see, 10.
A nice little top up as well wouldn't be bad.
Like, she would get back 1 spell slot because she used her first level pack magic spell slot.
And I'm also gonna check. Hold on. Do I still have my? Where is it? No. Or did I remove that with the remaking of my build? Where I like.
No idea. I don't know what's
Oh,
in your build.
inspiring leader. No, I still have it. Yeah, I can spend 10 minutes, and then I can give everyone my level plus my charisma modifier in temporary hit points. I can do that in a short rest, I would assume.
Yeah.
Because it spends like 10 minutes. Yeah.
I think that's
So
literally
that's
in the
really-
ability even.
It just says you need to spend 10 minutes.
Oh,
So whether or not it's a light enough action to do is up to the DM, I guess. But it's just basically speaking. So, I mean,
Very
then
much
I can
possible.
give. So we're level 11, and I have 6 in charisma. So I would give everyone 17 temporary hit points. So I feel like for that alone, it's already
worth it.
pretty
Yeah.
worth it. Yeah, that's because that's a good amount of hit points that I'm giving people.
Your call.
Nice.
Right before we took this break, I wanted to sneak up on the demon lord, right? And he just came like in front of a window, but he didn't act like he saw me.
He did not react to your presence, and he came like out of the front door pretty much. Looked around for a second and went back in.
In that case, we can rest in a rope trick if Sakura is okay with that.
fine. I happen to have a length of rope that's only 5 feet, so at least when it suddenly goes poof and ends at the end of the hour, we don't take damage.
Okay. Great. In that case, short rest rope trick.
Alright, cool.
Up to 6 feet long. I remembered how it worked correctly. Woo!
So, everybody who wants to short rest can do so.
Alright. I will do
I might as well roll a hit die.
Yoink.
I've forgotten that. Ranger's D10,
Perfect.
right?
Ranger's D10, Rogue is D8, yes.
Alright, I'm perfect. I rolled a 4 + 2, which is perfect for me. And everyone also gets 17 temporary
Nice.
hit points.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Nice. How much?
17.
But
11 because we're level 11, and I have a +6 in charisma. So we get to that as well, so equaling 17.
I'm just gonna
Is
mark
that
these
covered?
off. I get this back.
wait, which one's real? No, but for some reason my maximum health is different on.
You got
Science
the
ground
20
and
from
thing.
8 and the 17 from
Hero's Feast.
Hero's Feast at one
Right.
point, so you might not have reset those yet.
That should have gone back down to what it is. It
Yes.
actually is.
I might have to
I'm-
recalculate my just to be safe that I didn't
Is that-
fuck shit up.
Same. I don't know.
I'm at 92.
There's an easy calculation thing online, but
I
it does
didn't
I
not
check.
work
have
for.
92 also.
But it doesn't work for multiclassing, so that's annoying.
I mean, just
Yeah,
tell me.
yeah.
Just tell me if you need me to recalculate it, and I'll do
Okay,
it.
2 levels of a cleric, 9 levels of sorcerer, and I started in sorcerer.
Okay, it
and I have a
doesn't
+2.
technically doesn't matter. Your first level is also always max counted. Apparently, I learned that from Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
And what's your con?
+2.
Okay, so you have 8 plus 5 from cleric is 13 plus 4 is 17, and then sorcerer 9 levels. So that's 9 times 4 plus 2, 6 is 54 plus 2, 56. 56 plus 17 is 73.
Why did I have 65?
Oh, cool.
I might have
But I'll-
miscalculated.
You started sorcerer, which is only 6 HP instead of cleric, which is 8
Yeah, which is 8.
HP.
Yeah, that's why I'm like that. That's why it
So
matters
it's
normally.
73. Yeah.
Even then, I'm off on it. I don't know why I have 70. I mean, I'll
Because,
take
because
73. It's
I
an
think
upgrade, but-
usually when we like add the multi-class HP, we take the average rather than max. So it would be
Yeah.
70 technically if you do it like that.
Oh,
But apparently, I
I'm
found
at-
out that if you take your first level in a class, you actually get
Oh,
max.
wow.
I actually didn't know
Wait,
that.
every time you do that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, that's new. I thought I was just starting at level 1. Okay.
That's something I also found out.
Wait, so
Yeah.
I have 73 HP?
I think so.
I'm
Okay.
gonna multi-class into Barbarian for the HP gains.
Just for the HP gains. You might need a little bit of strength, but it's fine.
I have 14 decks. Oh no,
Mm-mm.
fuck.
You
Um,
need to have 13 strength and 13 con for Barbarian, I think.
yeah,
I
pretty
have,
sure.
I have to.
In case it's not
Okay.
obvious, it's been a minute since we played this campaign.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Been a while.
Alright.
Okay, at the end of the hour, the giant reappears since he no longer snail. Can we just knock him unconscious?
Sure.
I have forgotten that I turned him into a snail.
I know. I noticed that we almost forgot about that during the previous session because you guidanced yourself while you had a concentration spell up.
Oh shit.
Oops.
Which, someone else in this
Oopsie-daisy.
party also is very aware that that doesn't work. Right, Alicia?
Mm-hmm.
Mistake's been made.
I get my blood curses back on a short rest.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so
Yeah,
how
cool.
about this? That guy is squatting in my hut.
Guys.
We try to
Oh.
sneak up to him,
Okay.
open the door, and just big
Surprise!
whammies. Yeah, surprise party.
Can I,
But-
before we do that, can I activate my right again?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Cold or fire?
Sure, you can stab yourself.
I'll go for cold.
Okay.
It stabs itself in own confusion.
Alright.
Elf
How
harm.
much?
I'm gonna
1d8.
go starry form, activate my wild shape, and turn into a starry form chalice.
Okay.
Hey,
How long
you
does
can.
that last?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Which is why I'm fine to activate it.
Mm-hmm. Just asking. Alright. Well, if you guys are going to try to sneak up on the hut, I will need all of you to make a stealth check.
Let me
Okay.
cast
Is
Battle
it
Out
dark?
Ace.
I would like all of you to make a stealth check with a +10.
Nice.
Got a plus
I'm
2.
not the only one who can do it now.
Let me
Hey.
cast invisible. No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get
do it.
advantage on this, don't I? Haha.
Yeah, you do, yeah. Because of your
Oh.
tattoo.
I get disadvantage on this.
Yeah, you do.
But I mean, to be fair, that's still pretty good considering.
Wow.
We take those. Wait, why does Swamp at disadvantage? Do you wear heavy armor? Do you have like medium armor?
I am wearing armor.
Medium.
Oh, waiting. Armor.
And then Shadow needs to make one as well.
Yeah, I know. I rolled. Right.
Since I have Battle Out. Okay.
So Sekura, a million.
Yeah, I rolled 12, so 35.
Swamp,
How?
18.
Can
Ryu,
I still spend
23.
the bullshit?
Oh, sorry, what?
Can I still spend the bullshit points?
Yeah, I haven't said whether or not you succeeded or failed yet, so.
Gonna make it a 19.
19.
Makes all the difference.
Is it weird that I'm about to say thank God for you guys?
Wow.
The DC was an 18. So that would have been a roll off.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Shiloh rolled a 16. So you all sneak closer and closer to the hut.
Mm-hmm.
Don't immediately notice anything that seems to come after you or seems to attack you. You do, however, notice every now and again this almost like clot of dark ichor that kind of comes out of the hut, almost like it gets chucked out and it kind of hits a tree and it'll suck itself into it. And you notice that the swamp is still bit by bit being more and more infected by whatever the hell is within this little area, to say it like that. But it doesn't seem to notice your approach. At which point you reach the little hut, and inside you see there sitting a lone figure who seems to just kind of be waving his hands together, and you notice how he's actually the one making these little balls of ichor that he's just kind of chucking at your swamp. That is still going to be confusing as shit. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Swamp.
However, before we do what you guys want to do, I would need each of you to make me a charisma saving throw. You do get Shiloh's bonus for this.
Is it a plus 5 or plus 4?
Plus 4.
Thanks God.
Ta-da.
Oh lord.
God damn it.
I mean, I have a plus 14, so I'm fine, but Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna be fine. This is a fucking demon lord. There might be a fucking 20 that I need, but...
Wow.
A +3, because it would have been a -1 without that bonus.
Thank God.
The die are not in our favor.
Shiloh rolled a 24, so she's fine.
So,
Swamp, 7?
Yeah.
Cool. Ryu, 19. Sakura, 19. Elvakri, 11. Alright. The two people who actually have a point of corruption gain a second point of corruption.
Ah.
Because you, as
Okay.
you travel closer, you do immediately notice that he's not turned off his aura. His aura is currently active, and seems to be doing exactly that. But with that in mind, are you waiting or are you?
Is there a
Taking a
map
shot?
currently, or?
Not yet.
Okay, yeah.
We will get to that in a second,
Okay.
depending on whether or not there's someone who still wants to do something.
I'm fine.
I think I'm
Right,
fine currently as well.
At the start of my turn, I can turn into an archer. So I would like to do that since we are now sneaking upon him.
Mm-hmm.
That way I have my bonuses for the... yeah. the sneak round, surprise round, and then I'm fine to go.
Okay. So, 3 of you guys succeeded the stealth check technically. So I'm going to allow the 3 of you to have a surprise round on this thing.
Okay, the plan is just to go full ham attack, right?
Yep, pretty much.
Yes.
And then we start the actual madness. So I think that's Swamp, Sakura, and Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Right. So the 3
Nice.
of you, if you want to, you can take a surprise round. You don't need to currently pay attention to distance or whatever. Just go.
Does this count as the first round
Yes.
of combat?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Everything is with
Guiding
advantage because he has no
ball.
idea that you're there.
To start off with a guiding bolt plus 11 to hit with advantage.
Mhm.
It's
Nice.
an 18.
Hits.
For 29.
29,
Cool.
sorry. So that's this amount of lightning damage.
Alright.
Isn't it radiant?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So he
Hey.
heals 9.
Get in your lane. Lightning's mine. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Bonus action archer shots. Natural 20.
There we
For
go.
That misses.
I don't know if this one already. Nice. For 19 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Alright.
And then I flip it the birds.
Alright, cool.
That's my turn.
Cool. Sakura, Valkyrie, who amongst the 2 of you?
Checking what I want to do.
Do I get a surprise round?
Yeah.
I thought you made the stealth check, right? 'Cause
I
think
rolled a
it's-
16.
Oh, sorry, then it's Ryu and Sakura. My apologies.
Okay, no
Oh
problem.
yeah, because I had the 23, right?
Yeah.
I won't start off with my strongest attack, but I will do a powerful one. How many things do I have? How many? So-
500
still have-
HP. You can
still have-
just YOLO.
Well, yeah, no, it's more of a. What do I use my thing on? I'm gonna, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna just
Eyeball.
go for a chromatic orb and go ham at it.
Alright.
Plus 11 advantage. I'm gonna go for a 5th level chromatic orb,
Okay.
and we yeetus, deletus. Okay, for 31 to hit,
That hits.
and I'm just gonna max out that damage. I think, just to be on the best case scenario here.
Did you just say
Um,
31 to hit? Why is it 31 to
It's,
hit?
it's only 28.
Oh no, I'm fucking looking at swamps. Never mind.
I was like,
Hey,
Yeah, no.
am
it's
I
20,
missing a
yeah,
plus 3 or
17.
something?
Yeah, no.
oh,
Nah,
you crit,
28
crit
hits.
as well. Nice.
I crit, yeah, no. I do max out my damage being, so I'm gonna use this up. Where's my, yeah, there we go. And then, so how much damage is that? So it's normally 3d8.
5th level, so 78 to 56, right?
Yes.
It doesn't heal this,
56.
don't worry about it.
Thank fuck, I was about to lose it. I was like, it better fucking not heal him.
Nah, it doesn't.
Yeah, okay. Does he seem less affected or something?
No,
Okay, so it was just a giant. Okay, good.
it
'Cause
was
a
just
cloud
the
and
giant,
stuff.
because again, that was a combination of 2 creatures, and
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
of them happened to have lightning absorption. And I
Yeah,
thought it was
okay.
funny, so I gave it to
It
him.
was bound to happen eventually, and I was just like,
Eventually.
fucker. Okay,
Alright,
nice. All right, yeah, that's gonna be it then.
Cool. That leaves Sakura, right?
Come on, Sakura.
It's quickly. Did we determine this guy was a demon lord?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, technically, you have that inkling, yes.
Or known as the Demon Lord of Corruption.
Okay.
And other bad stuff.
Alright. I'll use my bonus action to put a Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
So knock that off. And then I go ham with my frost arrows.
Since you guys are also
And
like
sharpshooter.
breaking down my hut, will you guys like help pay for all the stuff we're breaking?
Don't worry about it. I'll make it
I mean, how
worse in a
expensive
second.
can How,
Minus
how
5.
expensive can a hut be when it's like built in a swamp and stuff?
You said frost arrows, right? By the way, Liam.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So that gives me an extra. It's 2 to hit. And damage as well. I think I already calculated. Yeah, nope. So that actually.
Gives you a D4 cold, I think. If I recall correctly.
+2 bonus to attack and damage rolls. I might have written that down wrong. I'm not sure. Oh yeah,
no,
hit,
that's
your
your
1d. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just gives bonus damage and then an extra 1d4 cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Advantage.
Triple even.
Not triple
'Cause
advantage.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Only a 20.
Yeah, it would have been more, but I
That,
used
that
sharpshooter,
hits.
so.
You know, still hits. Don't worry about it.
So then there's. Oh no, actually, it should be that. That's that.
Dude, what the fuck?
19. That's wrong. That should only be a 17 damage, not 24.
Okay, so 22 then.
Yeah, I rolled a 5 on that, so it's an extra 12 because an extra 10 from the sharpshooter damage. Oh no, never mind. No, it is right.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
I was like, huh?
Yeah,
It's been
and then
a hot
the
minute.
D4 cold. Nice.
Hunter's mark.
Yeah. For another 6.
Okay.
So it's 34.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack.
I feel like this isn't going to be a long combat, guys. I don't know why.
I was gonna have like 17 phases.
That's another 24.
Okay, I said the guy should suffer, not be dead in 12 seconds.
Didn't you say that he had to go like through a swift
25.
demise?
Fast. Yeah, true. That's as quick as possible.
Only
You
one
know.
that time. And the last one on. Oh,
Oh,
2
the
ones.
dice give it. The dice take it
What?
away.
Okay, then last attack. Be
Okay.
great. If I get a 20 on this one. Wait, hang on. If we determine that this was a demon lord, I'm going to use one of my arrows of demon lord slaying.
Ooh.
Okay. I will,
Just double check. Well, it's.
I will roll my
I have to-
Constitution saving throw.
I have to hit first, but yes.
Oh.
Darn. That would have been nice. 10d10.
Rolled a 23 on its con save.
So it's only half damage.
On the 5d10s.
On the 5d10s, yes. So I'll do the normal damage first. Which is only a +10 because I'm not using frost arrows.
Mhm.
That's the wrong button. Ignore that.
Nice try, though.
An attempt.
It's 20 damage on that. Then Hunter's Mark for 5. And
Did you ever add your sneak attack? No, right?
Not yet.
oh no, I might as well do that now.
Hmm?
Yeah, and that's sneak attack. And then my Dread Ambusher of D8. And then half of 5d10.
Yep.
So another 15.
Okay. Sure. I am hoping that's it.
Hoping
Hang
that's
on,
it.
hang on.
Hold on, action surge.
Fuck you, Ryan.
No, also, I'm just remembering, I'm also going to use a leaf and then to throw in another d6. I just forgot about that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know you haven't done enough damage yet.
No, I haven't. Now imagine if all that was a crit and all those dice.
I'd rather not
Yeah,
if you don't mind.
That would have been lovely. But, oh well. Yes, pew
Yeah.
pew.
And the crit and failed his con save. Bada bing, bada boom.
We
Okay.
aren't in his heart yet, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, technically the arrow demon lord thing should have been 60-10, but it's because I can't remember exactly why, but we reduced it by 1.
So now,
As a turn.
Or does
do
he?
this.
Not initiative yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you probably get it in first because your initiative is like 27 or something usually, but
It's only plus 11.
only plus 11. That means if you
Only
roll
plus 11.
average, you are above the fucking lair actions.
So, I am going to move all y'all motherfuckers up
Currently,
here.
it's a gray field. I do see my characters. Character. What's...
There you go. Should be able to see the map. I goddamn hope so.
I see a lot
Yeah.
of grey.
Yeah. It's all gray grid.
It's funny because I do see my own map on the player side.
Oh, no.
Maybe I just need to
there we go. It just loaded for me.
Okay, never mind. I was about to say I'm gonna close it and reopen it, but I'm just gonna wait.
I thought my Instagram's a crash, but no, it just loaded the map.
Yeah, you usually have to wait a little bit until.
Hmm.
So
Is the map like really big or something?
no.
No, it's not
It's
actually that big.
loading in.
Oh, Fancy Grounds is not responding.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
wait. Don't click out of it.
Yeah,
Just type.
I stopped clicking once I saw it, but it's trying to load it now. Okay, nice.
So, as you guys sneak up to this being, you all of a sudden, like almost in like a 3, 2, 1 kind of a way, you all unleash everything that you have on this thing. And you notice how a lot of this damage kind of almost seems to go through his body, and like pieces of black ichor seem to like fall off of it. You notice that the clothes themselves seem to just be more of a decoration on him than actual clothing. This is not a normal human being, very clearly, the moment you notice this. And at which point he kind of turns to all of you. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask you all to leave, if you don't mind.
Fuck you.
At which point you notice how it almost looks like a balloon. The figure actually starts to kind of like blow up, and you notice how like his face almost like, you know, begins to blow like this balloon and starts to widen and enlarge. Swamp, you were about to ask if they were going to repair your huts. Your hut is
No,
not
my
gonna
hut.
be there anymore in a second. Because as he enlarges, he just like literally goes through the ceiling of this thing, and just like this large roar echoes through the swamp as this large unstable form seems to kind of like stand there, ichor dripping off of his claws, his eyes just black and seemingly pushed back into his head. But then all of a sudden you see one of the eyes disappear and kind of like reappears on his stomach to kind of like look around there. You notice how this is a very unstable form that can constantly seemingly reform itself to whatever the fuck he wants.
Wow.
At which point
Okay.
That's nasty.
I am going to reveal on the map Pravigon, Demon Lord of Evolution, Mutation, and Corruption. And now I would like you all to roll initiative.
Okay. When we win, I will make sure that his name will not be remembered.
Well, my initiative is about as it usually is, which is below
I
a
have
10.
it.
Ryu called
have
it
it.
27.
I have advantage due to my
wasn't
sentinel
lying.
shields. So I have a 14. Sorry, I needed to roll with advantage.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said Sequoia usually has a 27.
But you got it bang on, yeah.
Alright. Oh, and I need to roll for... I rolled a natural 1 for Shiloh.
that
I mean, it's
that's on
within
point. It's on
reason.
brand.
It's fitting.
Yeah,
It's in character.
yeah.
Alright. With that in mind, first in the initiative order is me.
Uh-oh.
Because I rolled a
Uh-oh.
30.
Never happened.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
What
he
do
has
you
like
mean?
he has like a plus 15 to his initiative, so,
Why is he not yet heavy?
because you haven't dealt enough damage to him yet, Yella.
Aww.
It's not even
We're so
bloodied yet. What are you
screwed.
talking about? Anyway, as he kind of just like steps through the top of the hut and completely annihilates the splintered wood that was already kind of like, corrupted away, but now is just completely gone to shit. It is his turn. And I need to look at my own goddamn abilities again.
Evolution, corruption, and
Mutation.
Are you noting it down?
Professor
Yes.
Putricide?
Thank you.
Alright. I am going, because there's 3 of you fuckers who attacked him. Let's have a look whom we want to screw over today. Apparently that's going to be a Sequita.
Understandable.
Sequita, you notice how kind of this like piece of ichor drops off of his hands, and he kind of just like, with this little tether, seems to kind of like chuck it at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
With
Wisdom
the
saving
plus
throw.
4 from Shadow.
Yes.
I can't remember how, but that's the one save I have advantage at.
Same.
Wow.
So that's nice. I'll find out in a minute how, but Iron Mind, that'd be one. Just saw it. Where's the button? So an extra 4. 25.
Alright. You do still take half damage. So you take, this would be 12 points of psychic damage. As this...
Is that already halved, or?
That was already halved, yeah.
Alright. Q.
It was 24 originally. Pretty much, you see this clot kind of like hit you, and it seems to kind of try to infect your body, and you need to sort of push it out with your mind, as it seemed to want to corrupt you or mutate you in some way, shape, or form. But you shove it off.
Bitch, I do that enough with my drinking.
But with that in mind, we get to the start of your turn. However, before you start your turn, because you are within its aura, I do need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Joy. I don't have advantage at those.
You do get plus 4 again.
Yeah, well, plus 3, but natural 20.
Okay, take your turn.
Nice.
All right. First of all, is it dark?
It is, yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's all he had to know.
10, 15, 20.
Hello,
Into the
Zoidberg.
tree she goes.
Yep.
Be gone, my Sequida.
I choose you.
Yeah. Let's get there. And do anything? No, I haven't really taken damage yet. I don't need to do that. I'll just leave it as is, and I'll just go pew pew again. I'm assuming I have advantage then. Well, actually, no. I want to assume. I'll ask. Do I?
Technically, this thing relies on dark vision, so yeah.
So I'd like to hear.
Hit it with your best shot.
Everybody.
I intend to. All right. So, yeet. That's a natural 20.
Nice.
So I didn't. Should have said about arrow, but oh well, too late now. It's only a frost arrow instead. Oh well.
Still have sneak attack and like one of your leaves, so that's another
Yeah.
46.
And my hunter's mark. The first is normal damage, 24, 2d4 from the frost arrow for another 6, 4d6 from the bow and sneak attack for another 21.
Okay, sure.
That's special
Nice.
51 damage.
Sure.
Want to see me do it again?
That would be
Okay.
nice.
Before you try to do it again.
Oh,
As you hit it with an arrow, you all of a sudden notice how the form seems to become even more unstable, how more of this ichor seems to kind of like go through, and you actually notice these like tendrils of this dark ooze sort of like starting to weed out through both the ground and the air. Currently doesn't do anything, but you know, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
This time with one of those arrows.
All right.
Still have 4 more. 22.
Hit.
Cool. And so that's 18 damage. That's not right.
23 on its con save.
Should have been
Whoops.
25.
that should have been 24 damage. No, 25. You're right. Sorry. Hunter's Mark and Leaf. An extra 9, and then half of 5d10. For another 12.
Right. Nice.
So another 48 points of damage.
All right. Your turn, second.
Was that 99? Nice.
Yep.
Yep. I haven't used my bonus action, but I don't need to use it right now. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm good. That's me.
Right. At the end of your turn. Cause fuck you. It is going to make corrupted tentacle attacks. And that is going to be... Actually, it notices Swamp is already partially corrupted, so it's going to go after Swamp.
Fine. I get it.
Attack number 1. That is... that is a 29 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Goes through.
You see this tendril kind of like go up against you, and it can pretty much choose, right? It comes up to you, and instead of dealing damage, it actually grabs around you. You are currently grappled.
Restrained?
No, just grappled.
Okay.
However, any creature grappled in this way, it has advantage on its attacks against it.
Ooh.
Which makes this a 22 to hit.
I cast shield.
Alright. So then the second one kind of like bounces off. Alright. That's both of his attacks. So we get to Elvakri. Elvakri, 2 things. 1, I would like you to make a charisma saving throw.
With a +4?
Preferably, yes.
$13.
Alright. That is a failure. Which means you take a 3rd point of corruption. Second of all, you also, because of the blight that is currently like hanging there, you also take 4 points of necrotic damage. Because now that it is in danger, it is starting to mutate.
He's in danger.
We're in danger.
I'm
How
in
many
danger. I'm
points
in
of
fucking 10
corruption
feet
do
away
I
from this
have?
guy.
This is your third, and I
Ah,
need you
okay.
to roll me a d8.
A D8.
Ooh.
Oh, something. I hope that's a good number.
It is
Are,
not.
It's either I
are
was about to say
there
it's either
good
really good or really
numbers?
bad.
Like when someone asks you to guess how much, it's either really low or really high.
Okay. Avakri, you are currently moderately phobic,
What?
which means
What?
please make a wisdom saving throw.
Moderately
You're
phobic.
scared of something, but we don't know what yet.
Pretty much, she is now moderately phobic of this demon lord.
Oh,
So please make a wisdom saving throw.
I was gonna say
Understandable.
Kevin.
Nah, it's not gonna stick around long enough for that.
You do it.
Are you rolling a wisdom save? Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
No, it's
Oh,
24.
I mean,
Natural 20.
You are not frightened.
there we go.
And then it's your turn.
Good.
wait.
First of all,
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30.
Sure.
I may not be
Second of
frightened, but
all-
I'm sure as fuck gonna act like it.
Fuck off. I gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Alright.
Eldritch Blaster.
Eldritch Blaster.
First one.
Maho card. Eldritch Blaster. Hatsu.
How
Oh, yeah.
do this and fantasy thing work again?
You
need-
roll a d20.
You
You
need
still
to
had
roll.
to do it last week. What do you mean?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Ah, I found it. 20.
Hits.
Nice.
Or oh,
Still
Pretty
fine.
good. Pretty good.
second one.
Mhm.
Oh, that was close to a
17?
fucking.
Gonna use a bullshit point. Fuck it.
I think this was
That's
a good
the
moment
spirit.
to learn its
19.
AC.
Hits.
Nice.
Okay.
19 hits some people.
Yeah.
For 4.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Third
Sure.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Very nice.
26.
Hits.
Good rolls.
Or 7. And
Nice.
because I
Bonus action.
did an
Cantrip.
a cantrip, yes,
Mhm.
I can shoot him.
Shoot with the bow. Yes. Yes, you
Shooty
can.
with the bow.
Boy with the shoot.
Shooty, shooty.
15.
15. You're gonna miss. Maybe.
15 misses.
Okay.
You shoot
Damn
your
it.
arrow, and it kind of like ends up somewhere in the remains of Swamp's hut.
Fuck you.
This is less of a repair, more of a rebuild.
Rebuild. Is that everything? That's everything. Yes.
All right. At the end of your turn. It's gonna make 2 corrupted tentacle attacks against Ryu.
Alright.
Before a natural 20.
I swear to God, if you're gonna say that, you start off with a natural 20. Lars! Lars, I swear to God, my door is right the fuck
Lars,
there!
stop killing us.
It's the first session again!
It's a natural 20. Isn't it? It is. Yeah.
Lars!
Lars,
Don't fucking say it!
Okay, I won't say it. You know what it is.
it's a natural one. Fine.
Wow.
Oh, what do you mean, man? Ryu's just back!
Why
He
do I?
comes back out of his 4-month coma and you're like, all of these fucking...
How
How
bad
much
can
damage
it
am I
get?
taking?
So, the tentacle goes after you. Same as with Swamp, he's going to forego the damage and he's going to grapple you instead.
Okay. Still
Fine.
ouch, but yeah, okay, so now I'm grappled.
Yes.
Restrained. Oh, yeah, grab.
No, grappled. Second attack, because of that, is with advantage.
Okay.
That is going to be a 26 to hit.
3?
How many attacks did he have last time?
2.
2. I'm just gonna take this because I'm not concentrating on anything and I want to keep my other spell slots.
Okay.
Just gonna take it. I might regret that.
You take
But-
80 points of damage.
No, it's a fine. You take, okay, maybe not that fine. You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage as this tentacle kind of like slaps you in the face.
There
However,
goes the temporary hit points.
because you were hit by both attacks, you also take 1 point of corruption.
Oh, it's guaranteed. Oh, okay.
In this case, because you were hit by both attacks, yes.
I didn't
So
know
I
it was
do
like-
need you
yeah.
to roll a d8. Well, I mean, I missed my second attack against Swamp, so.
Yeah. 2.
2. This is only your first point, luckily enough. That's funny.
You are now considered mildly ugly.
Nah, I'd have to I'd let him re-roll for that one. Hoarder, you are compelled to collect anything and everything of mild value you can. Simple trinkets stumbled across must be gathered and carried, if able, until at carrying capacity. Also, small detail, you just saw an entire hut with small objects just pop and blow up.
Lars, do you know if I had this thing 2 years ago? Do you know how long it took me to get rid of that fucking curse?
No?
I had that. I still have this little pebble called Clive in my fucking inventory from back then. I still have it.
Right? We gave
I
you
had this curse before.
I've given you this before.
Nothing changed basically.
Oh, that's funny. That
Oh,
is
fuck's sake,
actually
okay.
funny.
So
as
we
shit.
came here to help Swamp, and instead we've now destroyed his house, and now you're going to rob it.
Now I'm just interested. I'm like hanging upside down with this fucking tentacle. I'm like, ooh.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's a little shiny there.
Tiny.
Pebble.
Anyway, that's its Paragon action. Swamp.
Swamp. Okay. Since we are all looking moderately fine, I'm gonna stay in my current form. And then cast another guiding bolt.
Alright.
I don't have disadvantage because
you are not
I'm
in melee.
Okay.
Nope, indeed.
great.
Wait, hang on.
14 will miss.
Yeah, sorry. Guiding bolt kind of like
Nope.
goes past.
No problem. Study form archer bonus action. 28 should hit
Yes, that does.
for another 15 radiant damage.
Right.
Could you tell me if the thing makes something spell-like that I could counterspell?
Sure.
Okay.
2 things, by the way, I forgot. At the start of your turn, you need to make a charisma saving throw.
+4 is not added in.
Oh, me as well, or
No, you haven't had your turn yet, right?
oh, alright. It's not the start of my turn. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
It's 22.
You're fine, and you take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Sorry.
No
Okay.
problem.
So
And I
And
have a jack shit speed.
yep. End of your turn. Okay. At the end of your turn, it is going to make 2 tentacle attacks. This time it's Shiloh.
Oh no. You're only gonna make her angry.
That is a 29 to hit. Once again,
Grappled.
grapples, and then with
Oh no.
advantage. That is a 22 to hit. Which, from what I see here, is exactly your AC.
Oof.
So Shiloh takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and also takes 1 level of corruption. Ryu, because it's your turn next, roll me a d8.
Yay. 6. It didn't show. Do I just re-roll it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, why is it just not showing? Hello?
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
5. Sure.
Oh, it
5.
wasn't even that number before, but yeah, there we go. Okay.
Trusting. You become too eager to accept others at face value. You have disadvantage on wisdom insight checks.
Lol.
That's funny. Okay. With that in mind, Ryu. At the start of your turn, make me a charisma saving throw.
Right. Don't you fucking... that was a 19 and I rolled to a 1.
You are even hoardier than before. As you take your second point of corruption.
You whore.
Also, you take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
Because it's the start of your turn, and you are within 10 feet of it.
Ow.
And then it's your turn.
Alright, I am grappled, right?
Yes, which means your movement speed is 0.
Okay. Now, can I... If I look up this spell, Thunderstep, do I need somatic for that? Can I still use somatic things while I'm...
You can use everything, it's just you don't have movement speed.
Yeah. Oh, okay, and it only needs focal components, so I'm low-key fine with it. Alright, then I'm gonna just cast Thunderstep at 3rd level.
Okay.
And get the fuck out of there. So it takes 3d10, I think it is. Where's my...
Yeah, I'm just quickly checking. Of the
It's
space you left must make a Constitution saving throw, so you would
Yeah,
be
I
dealing
might
damage
be-
to Swamp and
yeah,
Shiloh if you
okay.
do that.
No, okay, that's
Just
not
so
a
you
good
know.
thing. Never mind. Yeah, no,
Okay.
then I'm not gonna do that because that's gonna be a little too much
We
for my liking.
still have temp HP.
I
You
don't.
give it, you take it away.
I would be taking it away probably. I'll see if I can maybe do something else first. I still don't understand why I can't vortex swap myself. It's only other people, but yeah.
Because fuck you.
We did rule that I can't fly away from that type of from like a grapple, right?
No,
With my...
no, you can't in this case.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't want to damage you guys because that would be bad. To get free, is it an end of turn action or is it an action that I have to try and do?
It's an action. You need to use an
Oh.
action to use an athletics or acrobatics check to try to break his DC.
What is my athletics? It is decent. And do I know what the DC is, or am I?
You do not
rolling?
know.
No.
You do not know yet.
You are
Okay.
rolling blind.
Yeah. No. Okay. I'm gonna try and just save it for one turn. Does he have like infinite tentacles, or does he, or because he's
These
grappling
tentacles
me-
seem to just be made from his body, so he has like
moment he
3
needs
of them
it, yeah.
up. He doesn't like you get
Yeah.
the sense that this is indeed an ad infinitum, like he can grapple as many targets as he fucking wants.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not even that I'm keeping him busy that
No.
way. No. Okay. Then there's no point in me fucking trying to do that. I'm gonna hope that you guys at least get away from me a little bit so I can then cast things later on. At the moment, if I cast something, it's gonna be with disadvantage, right?
What do you mean?
No, you're fine.
Like, for example, if I were to cast a chromatic orb, would
No,
that be
it's
at
not at
disadvantage?
disadvantage because it's not within 5 feet of you. That's like the ruling that we keep fucking up.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna cast
Grapple doesn't have that.
second level chromatic orb.
All right.
11, yeah, yeet. For a 16th hit, I'm gonna keep my bullshit points. A pretty low level spell anyway. I'm gonna AC test. Alright, is 16 his AC?
16 misses.
Fuck. Okay,
You
well we know.
Chuck it and it just like goes past.
17 to 19. We are closing the range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17 to 19. Alright. Then can't really do much more as a bonus action, so I'm just, because I can't use my tempestuous magic. I can attempt, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah, no, then I'm gonna just end my turn
All right.
and keep hanging.
All right. Which means we get to Shiloh's turn. Now Shiloh is grappled, meaning she can't move.
Can she try to attack the tendril? To break it in any way?
You would notice that this is sort of an, how do I put this? Like, it's ichor. You can't really break it like that in this case.
Okay.
It's not actually. It's seemingly not really part of the body.
I mean, I guess she just tries to get loose. Then that would probably be the best thing.
It depends. Do you want her to chuck a javelin, or do you want her to try to break free?
It's probably
I'm
better
fine
because
with either way.
I think it would be better for her to try and break free because she's just going to be stuck forever and like until she breaks free. So she's going to be stuck chucking javelins, which she's going to run out in like 3 turns. So
Then I will make an athletics check for her.
Yes.
yeah, I would say we try that
Plus
for Shiloh.
11.
Try to break free.
Yeah, 27. She's fine. It's just like.
Nice.
And she is going to run up to him.
Yeah,
be in melee.
maybe a little bit higher so that I don't hit her with a potential thunder step. Yeah,
There you go.
thank you.
All right. The end of her turn is going to use his last Paragon action for the round. Is going to use Hidden Corruption. Pretty much Swamp and Ryu, both of you notice these tentacles all of a sudden seemingly pulling through you. You are no longer grappled, however you both do immediately take 1 more point of corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Which puts Swamp at 3 and Ryu at 3, so I need both of you to roll me a d8.
8, 5.
7.
Okay. I'm quickly just gonna write it down first. That's funny. Alright, Ryu. You have rotten joints. Your joints begin to suffer from eternal decay and degeneration. You have disadvantage on dexterity ability checks.
Oh fuck's sake. Okay, so
That's just me in real
rotten
life.
joints.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So disadvantage on dex checks.
Yes. Just checks, not saves, not
So
attacks.
is it 2 points of corruption
Mhm.
into Horde or 1 into rotten joints, or is it just 3 and then having these 2 effects?
3 and having these 2 effects.
Okay.
Pretty much you are now
Including
moderately
in-
corrupted.
Initiative checks.
Yes, indeed. If you have to roll initiative again, that's the thing. Swamp. You
Mhm.
currently have chronic fatigue. Your body has difficulty with continuous physical activity. If you do not take a short or long rest directly after a combat that lasted more than 1 minute, you suffer 1 point of exhaustion. If you
Remember
ever,
your last baby.
if you get a combat that lasts longer than a minute, I will be very impressed.
What?
Cool. And that gets us back to the top. So first of all, I'm gonna see
Nope.
if Master Pravigon gets his corruptive transformation back. He does. Also, I forgot to roll for Shiloh. Yeah, Shiloh makes her charisma save and takes 4 points of necrotic damage. Before I forget. So, with that in mind, what am I gonna do to you fuckers?
Just keel over and die. That'd be great.
So at this point, you notice that this Pravigon's not all that fucking happy with the current situation.
Mhm.
Gotta be perfectly honest. So let's just draw one big ass
Oh,
circle.
bench over there.
Nice. That's good. All of a sudden, you notice how he puts his hands onto the floor, and you see this spreading of the like where the normally like the roots of the trees and stuff are. You all of a sudden notice corruptive tendrils running through them. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Does that apply to the disadvantage thing, or is it
No,
just the checks?
that's why I
Oh,
said it's
fuck.
only checks,
Yeah.
so you don't get disadvantage on this.
I mean, I'm still gonna roll ass, but yeah. Am I? Is the Guardian Aura 5 feet or 10 feet?
10 feet, so you're just in it.
Okay, good. That was my question. I mean, not that I'm gonna fucking matter because I have a 0 to it. So unless, unless
Nice. Okay.
your boy rolls a 22.
I'm gonna
So,
DC
what
check
was happening?
Dex save because the thing is angry.
Dex
Very
save.
angry with all of us.
Okay. me 1 second. So,
I'm gonna DC check to see if it's 13 or higher.
it's higher than 13.
I know.
Alright. Swamp, you are restrained. Alvakri, you are restrained.
It's not working.
Ryu, with a 22, you are not restrained.
There we go.
Thankfully.
Sakura, you are not restrained. Shiloh, however, is restrained. That is, in theory, its action. At that point, it is going to start using its movement and move away. I'm going to move it away before I do Shiloh's opportunity attack. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Don't go
Okay.
away.
And at this point, you also notice how the tendrils that used to be around it kind of retract, and they seem to form at the back of his body. And all of a sudden, you see two of these large wings seemingly appear out of its back. And then Shiloh gets to make an attack at disadvantage. That's 3 plus shenanigans.
Wow. Okay. Wait.
Which is plus 7 plus 4 is plus 11 is 14.
But she has
Plus
the
weapon.
plus 10 to hit.
Yeah, give me I'm just quickly seeing because I think she has a plus 1 weapon as well. So it's a 15. And then I was going to throw it over to you guys. What do you want her to do?
Plus 10 to hit.
Okay, 25 hits. What kind of a smite am I chucking into this?
Biggest.
Like, how many does she have left of which ones?
She has 2 third levels, 3 second levels, 3 first levels left, and 2 packed magic first levels.
I think we can chuck a third one in there. She has 2 left, you know.
Make
Okay.
it a third one.
So that would be Matthias, roll me 5d8s radiant. Yellow, roll me 2d6 slashing.
Well, rolled pretty ass, but
35,
17.
and I think there's a plus 8 to this if I recall correctly. So that's 33 points of damage. Because
33.
sure, fuck you guys. Right. That's Bravagon's turn. I'm gonna move this back. We get to Sekura. You are outside of the aura, so you don't have to make a charisma save.
Nice.
How far away is your dark vision range?
Pretty far.
Further than that.
He's within range.
Okay.
I can see 120.
Yeah, I think
Nope.
it's something like even if it's 90, you're still within.
Hang on, just double
Yeah,
check that.
because I think it's already
Does it?
60 standard because you're an elf, and then you get
Then I
like,
got an
plus
extra-
30 or plus 60 from Gloomstalker.
I got an extra from that, and then I got more from something else.
You're fine.
Yeah, I think it's 100 and... Oh, no, I think it's 140 actually. But yeah, he's well within range.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Can I see past the building from here? Like,
Yeah,
wandered
because he
off.
broke it down pretty much. Like,
Right.
Rest in peace, Shaq.
Yeah, I just wanted to know in case I like had to climb a tree to be able to see him.
no, you don't.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over his face again with another arrow of Demon Lord Slaying.
All right.
Probably gonna not use another one after that. So there's that with sharpshooter. Advantage. Boom.
Nice.
Does a 19 crit?
No, it doesn't. Nice try, though.
Oh well.
3 levels of champion.
So that's plus 10 for the normal damage. Eat. I did that wrong again, so add 7 to that, so that's 20.
Mm-hmm.
And I leaf for the 5.
Okay.
And then is thingy safe?
Oh yeah, con save. Sorry. Yep, you are correct. 22.
Damn. You roll less than a 17, that'd be great. So 33 half
16.
to 16.
Yep. All right.
All right. And now back to just normal frost arrows.
Okay.
All right. So same thing again, just different arrow. It's a natural
Nice.
20.
Okay. Sure.
Would have preferred the first one, but oh well. I don't mind. So that's plus 10. I'm going to press the right button this time. There we go. Yeah, it's 27.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And that, well, I haven't got enough, so that's.
Sneak plus
And
speed.
66. 2 from Hunter's Mark, 2 from Leaf, and 2 from Sneak Attack.
Okay.
Eat.
Okay.
That's a lot of ones. I didn't like that amount of ones.
All right. Cool. Sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, hang on. I almost forgot the 2d4 for my frost arrow. Extra
Imagine
6.
it's the 6 HP.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have 6 HP.
That would have been funny though. Is that wait?
Okay. That your turn?
Actually, just because I remember something. Before I did that, I moved 5 feet to my left next to El Valkyrie. Before I did that.
Why?
Why?
Sure.
Because I hit someone with an attack, you get an extra bonus weapon damage of 2.
Ah, cool. Thank you.
Okay. Sure.
Aye, aye, Captain.
That's what I rediscovered. I thought it'd be funny.
At the end of your turn. At this point, it is getting desperate. So it is going to use its Paragon action to 10,
Oh,
15,
fuck.
20, 25,
No.
30, 35, 40. It is going to try to piss off.
Don't do that.
Valkyrie. It's your turn.
Valkyrie.
It also
I'm
has
fucked.
wings now, so it can just fly. Because, yeah, you're restrained, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I used it.
Can I snap out of the restraint?
Yeah, as an action, you can try.
Mm. I already shoot with disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're restrained, yeah.
Can shoot my.
Your longbow is 320 max, so yeah, you have disadvantage on the shots, but you can try to hit it, sure.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast isn't going to reach because it's 120.
Yeah, true. That was
Did
I.
it fly up
That's
or
what I
just...
was thinking.
It's pretty much just flying, but you notice that like the trees don't seem to really stop its movement.
That's within 30 feet, so that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna shoot it
Okay, go for it.
with a disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
First one. Fuck it. Second one.
11 is
Fuck
gonna
it,
miss,
this is
buddy.
ball.
Fuck it.
Wow.
Well,
Pretty much as it flies away, you like unleash 2 shots at it, like seeing Sequira's 2 beautiful shots right in its shoulder and its sternum, and you just like shoot, and they don't even get that far. Just like one like ends up in the trees, the other one just like kind of slams into like a corrupted tree's trunk. That your turn, Factory?
Yep.
I'm going to assume so then. Alright. At the end of your turn. 15, 20,
Why are you running?
25, 30, 40. Because someone dealt 200 points of damage to it, Liam!
Nah.
We will do it again.
Do it again.
Fucking do it.
I mean, he's not out of my range yet. We've still got quite a bit to go.
I will get there. Swamp.
I am currently restrained.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Is the guy huge or gargantuan?
Gargantuan.
God damn it.
70.
There go all my shit. There goes all my shit. You know what? I am currently restrained, but I might not be restrained if I turn into a big ass T-Rex.
Okay.
I turn into a T-Rex.
Okay. That's polymorph, I'm assuming, right? You
Yep.
don't have like a
Yep.
bonus action ability that lets you turn into a T-Rex, right?
Innate
Right.
ability, baby.
please don't turn into a T-Rex as a bonus action. That would freak me out.
Oh no, it's a normal action.
There was
It's
like
full
a
action.
homebrew class that used to allow you to do that.
Yeah, I was about to think about the one that Anthony was playing, right? I think.
Exactly.
Does that break me free of my shackles or not?
I will say sure. Just give me a second. There you go. You're a T-Rex.
Nice.
Plot twist.
It's
You're the
next-
T-Rex from Toy Story.
It's next night supposed to take someone with me.
Yeah, because technically
Okay.
you'd be grappling them. I will say someone else can like move onto you as like their movement, but you putting them on you is an action.
Charge. Oh, nice. So that's 20, 30, 40, 50.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to think what the fuck I can do actually, because I need to get in range.
Mhm.
Thunderstep.
Yeah, but I'm gonna need to get in like 19 feet range and then still have my action, which I can't really.
Try to predict its movement.
Yeah, I know, but it's still kind of.
And that's my action. Bonus action. Yes, fine. That's my end of my turn.
Going off map, baby.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say he continues running away.
Yeah. 5. Oh, hold on. Okay, fuck you, game. Seriously? Okay, thank you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Ryu! You are
Right.
not restrained.
I am not restrained. Okay, good. How far away from am I?
235 feet.
Fucking right, okay. How far is Thunderstep? Only
90.
90 feet. Fuck me. Okay.
Oh, wow. What is 300 feet then? Far step.
Dimension door.
No, a dimension door.
Dimensional.
Do you have dimension door?
Do not have the range for this. Yeah, Vortex Warp is also only 90 feet.
Yep.
Alright, well, different strategy. I am going to Thunderstep 90 feet forward, and I'm going to bring Swamp with me if possible.
But
I
I'm
don't think there's a
T-Rex.
point in me taking Shiloh with me because she's just never going to reach, realistically.
I'm the T-Rex, buddy.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, Swamp's not
right,
there.
the Swamp-
Sorry,
oh,
yep,
sorry,
I
yeah.
forgot to move Swamp off the map. Sorry, yep.
I knew you were the T-Rex, and I, for some reason, thought that you were still there next to me. Okay, then
Summon animals.
instead...
Conjure animals. T-Rex.
Exactly. Conjure animal, T-Rex.
Please don't.
Or would it be better for me to Vortex Warp Sequita forward? I think that might be the better play. Because I can take Shiloh with me, but like Shiloh isn't gonna get there.
This thing's
And
also
I
moving
physically
40
don't
feet
even
per-
think, because you would, yeah, because she. How far can you toss a javelin? 60 feet at worst?
120.
120.
120. Okay, well it's not terrible, but it's also not great. I think it would be better for me to Vortex Warp Shiloh forward. Shiloh? No, Sequita
Sequita.
forward. Right. So I'm gonna do my movement already. Can I just walk through the building, or is it like difficult terrain?
At this
or what is
point,
it gonna-
yeah, sure. It's like it's completely fucking wrecked at this point.
It's flat. Okay.
It's yeah,
Right.
it's
Yours
gone.
is like
Sorry,
T-Rex
Swamp.
walk
I'm
through it.
going to yeah.
Fine.
5, 10, 15,
You-
20,
Just
25, 30.
small thing. You do see a couple of baubles on the ground.
Pick them up.
Is it a free action to pick it up?
Make a dexterity check.
Oh no! I see baubles on the floor. I'm like, oh! I have an idea, and then I get distracted. Oh no!
So,
Is it just
don't
a
worry,
dex
I've got
check,
a
or-
great idea, lads. Ooh, shiny.
Luckily, you have disadvantage on dex checks.
Fuck, yeah, no.
It's fine.
That's-
I was honestly just messing with you. It's fine. I'm not gonna screw you over for this one. But yeah, you do.
I
do
pick up
clock
some
it.
shinies from the floor that I see along the way, and then I'm going to use my 10 feet of movement preemptively of because I'm going to cast a spell, so I'm going to move 10 feet extra, and then I'm going to. Am I still within 90 feet of Sakura? Because the spell's range is 90 feet, and then I can
20,
also
40,
cast it.
Yeah.
50, 60,
75 feet
70,
away from me.
75. Yeah. So
I would like to cast Vortex Work at 2nd level to bring Sakura over to.
The edge
Do
of the
you want to
map.
be as close as you want to be outside of the circle?
Outside of the circle.
Yeah, then just plop her like on top of a tree, there. Yeah.
Okay.
As I like look behind me, as I pick up a fucking bauble from the floor, and Vortex Sword her forward, and
I was like,
her on top of the
"Whoa,
trees there."
Jesus.
Get him!
Ah,
Do the thing that you did with the Ink Master. Deja
Murder.
vu.
Got it.
Yeah, deja vu. Fucking far shot that motherfucker. Alright. Yeah, and then that's my turn because I used everything. Just my
Alright.
full movement and everything that's attached to it.
Uh-huh.
And I ran out of 2nd level spell slots. Alright.
It's good to use this.
And can I like attach myself to the leg of the T-Rex or no?
Sure.
So, because I'm like next to it, I'm just gonna like try and hug the fucking.
You think it's a bauble and you grab onto it.
No. I grab a bubble and I just grab onto the T-Rex. Look what I found! Look what I found! Okay.
This is
in his head, he's thinking, "That's my favorite fork. Put it down."
that's the last Paragon action of this round.
Yep.
Shiloh is restrained and is going to want to break free. That is technically an athletics check plus like way too much, so yeah, she breaks free.
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Thank God Vincent didn't show up for this session because like he didn't get to do anything. All right.
No, I'm just going to clip that and take that out of context.
Fuck you, Liam.
Thank God Vincent didn't show up for the session. So did he,
Yeah.
folks.
With that in mind, we get to
It's turn.
Pravagon's turn. Yeah, I'm gonna be a dick about this. I'm going to be a very, very heavy dick about this.
Going to run away.
Pretty much, what it is going to do. You notice all of a sudden how the wings start to kind of evaporate, and it seems to kind of start to move around him, and it seems to meld him together with the shadows of the swamp.
I see where this is going.
Pretty much, the creature partially merges with the darkness, gaining advantage on stealth checks.
Counterspell.
It's not a spell.
I'm
Also, you're not in range.
I'm
Also, I
T-Rex.
think.
And also you're
you're
a
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Yeah, it's like you know, Matthew Mercer's like find all the mistakes in the one round of combat. It's like, all right. So it is going to make a stealth check to try to hide from you people. Holy shit. Okay. I'm leaving the circle there for now. It's not because it's there. It has moved away.
Technically, can play a very painful hide and seek game.
So,
As long as we're in the circle, we know he's there.
Sakura, you do notice, like, it seems to kind of almost fall to the floor and just disappear. And it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. I'm chasing after this bastard.
Mm-hmm.
And would it be an action to try and see where he is, or would I just be able to do that while knocking an arrow?
So first of all, what is your passive perception?
21.
Then it is an action. Because at this point, it has beaten your passive perception in stealth, which means you need to actively look for it.
Just shoot randomly at some patches.
Sure, is that, yeah, because if I have to use my action, I'd be able to see it. I do have advantage on it, though.
What does Hunter's Mark do?
Gives me advantage on trying to find it. It doesn't, unfortunately, doesn't make it so I just always know where exactly it is.
Oh, damn it.
You have advantage on any wisdom, perception, or wisdom survival check to find it.
Which also means that his passive perception should be 5 higher, specifically for this beast, right?
Yes. Still doesn't see it.
I saw where he disappeared and would have assumed that I would have assumed that he would attempt to keep running away. I'm just going to try and shoot where I think he went.
Okay.
While I keep giving chase.
Okay. So I will say this is with disadvantage.
So straight roll for me then.
Technically.
I'll give myself advantage, damn. So I don't have Zephyr Strike up. Yeah, I'm not going to waste an arrow that I'm not sure is going to hit. I'm going to stick with my Frosties. So yeah, I'm just going to throw a couple of arrows, and I'm not even going to do sharpshooter either. So one of these. That I don't know why that rolled at advantage.
No.
It didn't. Or did it? No, it did. I just accidentally clicked it twice.
You have
Okay.
2 attacks.
Well, okay, there you go. That's 2 attacks.
Okay.
Do you want to use a bullshit point on the first one?
Yeah. I will use a bullshit point. Give me 18 on the first one.
Okay. Point me out 2 locations where you think he might be.
Oh, damn.
You can take, like, let's say a 10 radius circle.
We're playing battleships.
Wait, hold on. Let me... What is a 10 radius circle? So I don't...
Like that?
Yeah, like that. Exactly.
And where did we last see it?
In the
here.
middle of that giant-ass fucking circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
So
you
I'm
don't get to
assuming-
calculate this, by the way. Like, no cheating.
Yeah. So like there.
Okay, second circle.
There. Or they're all there. They sort of overlap.
Okay. What is this creature's fate?
No fucking way.
Nice.
Oh my god.
It can run,
job.
but it cannot.
I mean,
hide.
it's just a fucking deja vu as before, right? Fucking.
Good fucking
Oh my
job.
god. That's,
I
that's crazy.
see it disappear, but considering all I've seen it do is run in a straight line, I just line up 2 arrows to fire exactly where I think is going to be, and
Read them like a book.
yeah, and all I hear from this, I would imagine there's some trees in the way. I just hear. "Bah!"
Yeah, pretty much. You notice like one of the arrows kind of like finds perches in something, at which point there's this like at which point it literally just falls like flat into this puddle of dark black ichor.
And then I would use my, because I'm not at that point wasn't technically out of initiative yet. I'd use my bonus action to run after it to confirm the kill.
Sure. But we are
Just to make sure.
out of initiative.
Holy fuck. I immediately go back to the house and start looting the fuck out of it.
There's
Unless the
restraint.
corruption goes away when it dies, but I don't think so, right?
The corruption doesn't immediately seem to dissipate, no.
I will dissipate towards the fucking house. What do I find? Do I roll for investigation?
Swamp, what does he find?
You find some seeds, special seeds.
The blue
to
corn?
plant.
But would
Oh,
I
no,
like
blue
know that
corn,
it's special
blue
though?
corn.
Because I don't know much of nature and seeds and all that stuff.
You're
So
a
I'm looking for
hoarder.
shiny seeds.
You're a hoarder, you don't give a shit.
Sure, yeah, I'll fucking seeds, sure. Okay.
Seeds, special twigs that move because they are animals. Random leaves
Thick
that
insects.
also move because they are animals, which are very valuable, by the way. Don't let them
Wait, so
die
what
in
am I
your
finding?
lives.
So I'm finding
Random seeds,
yeah,
Don't you-
random special seeds.
moving
Okay.
leaves, moving twigs.
Leaves and twigs. Okay.
Moving, they are animals.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, sure,
Oh.
leaves and twigs, as if there's not, as if we're not in the fucking swamp. Moving leaves and twigs. All right, shoving that
Give
into
it
my
a
bag of holding.
name.
You find a vial that you don't recognize the liquid of,
Okay.
I got
And-
flashbacks.
which may or may not just be muddy water.
I don't know. Vial of mysterious liquid. Mysterious, like, what does it look like? Just a muddy like liquid?
Yes,
Muddy
Exactly,
liquid.
buddy.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. Vial of mysterious muddy liquid.
some shingles,
Some what?
duck pond.
Oh. Okay. Shingles. I don't know what the.
Broken or
Oh no,
Probably.
intact. Yeah,
Oh.
probably now they are broken.
Now they're probably gone
Broken.
to shit because
It's
T-Rex walked
important.
through it.
Bro, I'm stealing broken shingles. All right, that's just great. Yeah. Okay.
We thought we
And that-
found Ryu's
Yeah.
lowest points.
And then the beginning of a very nice like wooden table, like only like
Okay, I
It's
have
not
to be
finished
able
yet.
to fucking carry it. That's not a bauble anymore. That's a fucking table.
put it in a bag of holding.
It has to fit in the hole.
Fine, and 4 table legs, not yet
Oh,
assembled.
fucking god.
what a table legs?
Oh my god, 4 table legs. All right.
Are you just
God damn.
screwing
I love it.
Ryu now?
Oh, I love it.
One,
Table
yeah,
legs.
I think that's
And this
And you
special
find-
tree I found.
5 copper pieces.
Oh, nice.
If I can add that much of material value.
And 5 copper. All right.
So Sakura,
What a hole.
you're the first one to get to the body. It seems to have like most of the ichor seems to have just like be spreading out over the floor of the swamp. There is, however, one thing that you do find.
Is it something in the shape of a heart?
It is indeed.
Oh no. Not this again.
I put that immediately in my bag of holding.
We've killed him once. Why don't we immediately do it again?
Yeah, just think
Not immediately.
gonna have to do that again.
Give us a long rest first.
Do it
Yeah.
again. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Also, the other thing I want to do is I've got a couple of empty vials in my bag as well. I want to scoop up some of that ichor.
That's fair.
I've actually got 2 vials. 2 empty
Do we
vials.
try to burn the rest of the ichor? Is it burnable? Is it something?
You can certainly
need
try.
it.
I mean,
I
Because
need
I feel like we
that
should
well.
get rid of it because it's gonna corrupt the forest. I would imagine, or
Give-
swamp rather.
yeah, don't want to burn down the entire forest though.
No, but you know, we could try and burn like the liquid a bit while we're in control of it. You know.
Give me
Control
the ichor
burn.
first as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be a nature check? Question mark. To extract energy from.
No. You can just take it. It's ichor.
Yeah, I'm just like scooping it up and using a stick to push it into a vial.
If I wanted to harvest the demonic energy, because I know that we need to like get like the big to like remove the curse from my big giant friend,
Mm-hmm.
is it then also just the ichor? Or do I need to
Oh no,
kill
then you need
its
to go
heart?
into his heart.
Okay, fine.
Remember, that's literally where the core of his
yeah.
magic runs through.
Something for the demon slaying arrows?
That's why I'm taking this.
The heart.
Also the heart.
The heart is really the core of their magic and energy. That's where everything's stored.
So
Pretty
I
much
managed to use some of
like
it before, so I can do it again.
the demon slaying arrows that Liam has right now were made from like pieces of Titania's heart.
Yeah, it's like little chippings off the edge.
You can technically still turn the Reaper's heart into arrows at some point as well.
we have
Yeah.
the Reaper's heart.
The remains of the Reaper's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
We killed it, but yeah.
hunk of nothing.
Because it
But we-
is, no longer functional.
Oh, did we kill him already?
Yeah, you killed the Reaper.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, we did it in Shiloh's.
First
Church.
time I almost killed Liam.
Oh yes,
It was
I remember.
Super casual.
Huh? First time you
Um,
almost killed me. No, that happened in Titania's. That was the first time I went down.
No, never mind. Then. The second time. What were you gonna say?
Seven.
Alfred?
Oh, was that with? Sorry.
I'm gonna put my hand down.
Hmm?
Cast Plant Growth, since we are in my domain. Quote unquote.
Sure.
Can my nature energy that I put into this specific 100 feet area radius, does it like overcome the corruption? Or is corruption still too strong? It's
Yeah.
only a 3rd level spell.
Give me like 2 seconds as I quickly look up something. I will say make me a wisdom check.
Oh,
Dumb chuck.
one of my better. 19.
Is exactly what you needed. You start casting the spell, and it takes like a couple of seconds, but at a certain point in time, you do start to notice the beginning of, like plant. It's not really plant growing. It's more like plants fixing itself. It's like almost like the roots are finally turning like sort of back into roots again.
Okay, that's good.
You get this sense, like, especially you being connected to this swamp relatively heavily, that is, again, still very fucking confusing. Like, the corruption isn't gone from the swamp, but it's also not growing anymore because there's not a giant fucking demon lord trying to keep on pushing it further and further outward. So, if nothing is done, this is going to be sort of like status quo. But you seemingly have the ability at this point to start to fix it if you so want. Can you, just for the fun of it, make me a nature check?
Just for the fun of
Okay,
it. No consequences.
Yes, if you fail this, you die.
Yeah, he does. Alright. Go next.
Okay.
In my defense, that was a
Yes.
joke. My
So
defense
it's
was a joke.
46 drop lowest.
No, it's point by. Okay, no, but pretty much you like that's the most you can get from this. But you can't start to repair it.
Would the trees that are in this repaired zone count for transport via plants?
If you take the full time of the spell, I would allow it.
8 hours.
Yes.
Huh.
Because, like,
Sure.
this is still deep-rooted corruption that has had a couple
I
of
know.
months to fester in here. You're gonna need more than just, like...
Okay, a flashbang. So, guys, what I'm proposing is
As I fucking look up from the house. Yo.
am I misremembering? Or were they like table legs? Must have
Lars,
been.
am I honest? Like, am I trying to hide the fact that I'm a hoarder?
That
or am
is
I-
your call, buddy! You get to call that!
Must have been the wind.
The only
am I-
thing I will say is, if someone figures out that you've been hoarding, they might take away your hoard.
Yeah, that's true, and especially since it's technically his hoard.
You
or
turn
house,
into a dragon.
I would not want him to take it away, so I'm gonna lie about it. I'm like, yeah, no, I have no idea. I mean, maybe it just maybe it just got destroyed. You know, it got destroyed because of the giant thing walked through it.
Wait, the fucking demon. I should take inventory and see what else got destroyed.
Yeah.
Wait, what? My living leaves and trees are
Fuck.
gone?
Oh, you know, my deception isn't that high.
Fuck,
What's
my
your-
precious twigs.
What's your passive insight, Ellen? Just
My
out of sheer
precious.
curiosity.
It's a casual 21.
What the fuck? Why do you have a 21 passive
Because
insight?
he's a wisdom character.
I don't fucking care. Why do you have fucking expertise in that
But-
shit?
If it's fine, I would like to roll with disadvantage because I just trust Ryu that much.
Okay, sure.
And I'm not.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. So,
I mean, you're still gonna roll enough, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you do get the sense that Ryu is like a little bit too twitchy at the moment.
Is that a table leg in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
It's okay to say that you just broke it during a chromatic orb, okay? You did it for the greater good.
Yes,
I won't be
I'm
mad.
planning on getting it repaired when we get back. That's why I took it.
But I thought you broke it.
Yeah, that's why I took it. I want to once we head back, I'm gonna, get it repaired.
Fine. Okay.
Definitely why I'm taking
Also-
it with me.
Also, everyone from the party, I know this is not your area of expertise, but if you find some like small moving twigs and small moving leaves, please notify me because they are
How come?
living animals. And
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Damn, that's
And-
crazy.
As Ryu feels
Yeah.
something writhing around in his pocket.
the bag of holding, they will just suffocate.
Is Swamp just like the dirty version of Newt's commander? Is that just what we're saying here right now?
I know.
Loki getting that vibe.
So,
Actually watched those films yesterday.
okay, what I was
Well, yeah.
proposing is
Facebook group or
we take a long, we take 8 hours where I enrich who's watching an Eldritch horror campaign.
Something
Liam.
Marie just sent me.
Okay,
That's
I
what
take
she said.
eight hours to revive this part of the swamp. Then we transport via plants. Take a nice, relaxing long rest in relics. Transport back and hit the guy. Attack the heart.
Hit the guy.
Or we just attack the
Fucking-
hearts in
Again, in
relics.
the temple, we can do it in the temple again.
So give me 8 hours. Someone please watch my corrupted giant friend. He will wake up once or twice.
I should not be
What
trusted
do
with
we
that
have to do
task.
if he wakes up?
Knock him unconscious.
Okay.
Knock him out.
So don't
Bro
put,
just
that-
wakes up every couple hours.
maybe don't have
Get knocked
Shiloh
out.
do that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But
Knock the
Fine.
fuck out every time.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna start sitting with the fatigue in my legs and enriching the plants
Okay.
for the next 8 fucking hours.
Yep.
So might as well have a long rest then.
yes, is it a long rest or not?
It's not a safe
You
long
guys-
rest.
Ah.
Just say no. It's not a safe one.
I've now wandered back over.
The biggest reason that I mention this is because the points of corruption are lingering. So if you want to get rid of that, you first have to let Swamp do his thing, and then you long rest in relics, technically, which is possible. You guys left relatively early. It'd be like it'd be midday once you've had your long rest, except for Sakura because health. But like you can do that as well. Like it's your call what you want to do, of course.
Because we take a long rest now and then go back to relics and take another long rest.
Can only long rest once in 24 hours.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, just so we wait 8 hours and then
Yeah.
we go
Yep.
to relics.
Because that
and then
way
take
you
a
don't
long
have to
rest.
travel back doing 15 checks.
Yeah,
You know,
understand.
and
Yeah.
me
I mean,
possibly
it was a
killing
pain in
you.
the ass getting in here in the first place.
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
But you know, we'll.
How did Swamp do that?
It wasn't corrupted back then. That's really the answer.
Good point.
So I will say, like because you are currently at the center where technically Travagon resided, there's nothing that really wants to show up here, right? So those 8 hours that you wait for Swamp to cast a spell, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Swamp, you
Probably, I
still...
would have been up a tree for that time anyway, just keeping an eye out, just in case.
Right, sure.
Can we do shit stay, during the?
You can take
8
a
hours?
shit, sure. Like it's a swamp.
No,
By all
can,
means.
can we make something or?
Fertilizer.
You can, but we'll I'll have you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
decide that between sessions, so we don't have to
Okay,
like spend like
Yeah,
an inordinate amount of time here. So easily enough, you take your 8 hours. You pretty much like I imagine like a part of the hut, like the trees around that, because you had the biggest connection to that, kind of gets like revived, and you do actually, instead of like the rotting leaves and the black ichory tree trunks, you do actually notice like the ichor sort of being pulled out and like sort of being pushed away further and deeper back into the swamp. But you do actually find this relatively small but still very vibrant piece of the swamp that you have revitalized, so to speak.
Very nice.
You still have your 6th level slot, right?
I still have my 6th level slot.
Yes. Okay. So then, if you want to, you can transfer Pia plants.
Yippee-ki-yay. I did say that I wanted to plant some trees on the square of Shadow's Temple, right?
I don't know if you said that, but I would allow it.
Would they be large enough to transport out of?
I mean, you can
Because they need
cast
to be
plant guards, so
large.
I assume so.
Okay. We go back towards the square. Oh, what do we do with my friend the Cloud Giant?
What do we do with the drunken sailor?
So you can push the Cloud Giant through this. I remember because I literally said I rewatched the episodes. I did already look that up. Apparently you can push any size creature through the tree. Someone's
Nice.
just gonna have to carry it, and you might need to explain it once you get to,
It's fine. We'll just
We
bring
have a
them
guy
with-
in a jar.
Yeah,
We
but
have a guy in a
it's
jar.
a full giant, full-size giant.
We have a jar of guy.
Fine.
Guess what's
I-
inside it?
I would take him with us.
This one guy squished up against the glass.
Where did you leave him?
That's a good question.
Where we ended our rest around the rope trick.
I have a
need to roll a d4 in the tower.
I have a question.
No. I
In
rolled that.
theory.
Technically, the moment you show up there, you have to knock him out, but it's fine.
I have a question.
Yes.
So we put him in a bottle, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
In theory, like just hypothetical, what happens if we put the bottle in a bag of holding for longer than an hour?
At a certain point in time, he
Good.
breaks out of the bottle, is too heavy, and the bag of holding
Astral
rips.
plane.
No,
Ah.
if it's too big for the bag of holding itself breaks. Astral
Okay.
plane is only if you put two bags of holding into one another.
Oh,
Yeah,
chill.
A
Okay.
Okay.
back of holding and a back of holding.
because
Or-
I thought he was gonna get like
Portable
what I
black
thought was
hole,
gonna
bag
happen
of
is that he
holding.
was gonna be stuck in there. We
No,
couldn't get him out.
because I think a giant is way too heavy to carry on in a bag of holding. Pretty
Yeah,
sure that's
probably.
heavier than 500 pounds.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's not.
However, before we get to that, there is one thing that I do want to mention. The moment you come towards your friend, he's already sort of like waking back up, and you do notice like the corruption is still there, right? There is, however, one small thing. A portion of the vines that were around him seem to have split off and are currently sort of standing there.
Wait, what?
There's this large bog monster seemingly just standing there.
How big are we talking? Bog
Is
monster.
it
Like, Swamp, do you know?
friendly
Do you know of this
or-
thing?
It's larger than the giant is. It's gargantuan. It's the size of Pravagon, actually.
Oh,
At first instincts.
Mhm.
Natural or demonic? But fuck, it's demonic.
natural or
Make-
brother? Natural. What do you mean?
Make
Hey.
this would be make a nature check. You
Would
do
you
get
ever have seen
nature, but
anything
you
like
do get
this
to use
before?
wisdom with this instead of intelligence,
Thank
because
you.
this is
So it's just a general wisdom check for me.
How far
Cool.
away is it?
13.
Fucking
You
Damn it.
don't really know.
Give me 3 bullshit points.
Okay, sure, go for it.
Give me a
16.
16. I don't really know.
You get this. It's almost like it's in between the two of them.
Can I?
So it's something that's corrupted, which makes sense. Corruption. You know.
What were you about to say, Doctor?
Can I try it because I have expertise in demon?
I'm not going to give you the advantage because this is determining whether or not
Yeah.
it's demonic, but you do get to make a nature check if you want.
Does my aid of hearing go off?
Very good question.
There's a rat in the kitchen.
Um,
Yeah,
Never
do I
mind.
hear there's a rat in the kitchen?
Wait,
in my ear?
what triggers that again?
When something demonic enters.
Oh, yeah.
Enters. Oh, if a fiend. Anything fiendish.
Then
is
technically,
within 30
this
feet
has
of me.
been going off ever since you entered the fucking swamp.
There's a rat.
Yeah, you probably just fucking.
Rat, rat,
disabled
rat,
it
rat,
after a
rat,
while.
rat, 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 rat.
Retro.
We already
Right.
turned it off and
But
Fucking
to-
EHO
to-
would have a field day here.
Towards your question, like, to a certain extent, it probably would.
so it's evil.
Hmm.
I
Or is
didn't
it
say. I
friendly?
didn't say that. The
Is
answer
it
just
friendly or
it
evil?
whispered. It whispered there
Does
might
it
be a rat
attack
in the
us?
kitchen.
yeah, sure. There might be a rat in the kitchen. Let's. There's like static on it. It detects something, but it's not sure.
It's like
happened if I wave?
like really like years ago when someone's phone was going off, you'd hear the interference in the speak. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah, I like that example. Yellow, were you gonna say something?
Does it notice us?
It stands there. It doesn't seem to move the moment you get into its vision.
If I
Wow.
wave to it, what happened?
Nothing.
Ah, okay, fine.
Hmm.
This is my swamp. I walk up to it.
Okay.
Touch it.
Swamp, you have a
The
sword,
moment
what
you
does-
touch it,
Yeah.
the rest of you immediately notice how, as Swamp touches it, the vines wrap around his hand and start crawling up his arm.
Ooh.
Bad idea.
Yeah, you
Uh,
think?
Bad idea. Regrets immediately.
Can I cut his arm off?
Little bit fucking.
I'm at this point. I'm first waiting what Yella's gonna say at this point.
Blight.
Okay. Doesn't have any effect.
Yeah, I was about to say hello. You live in
It
a swamp.
affects, and you just see the vines kind of spread up. It's
Can
gotten to
we
your neck at this point.
Try to pull it
Yeah,
off.
You can,
Oh.
sure.
If I touch this, it's gonna good to me.
Hey, I did my shit.
Gets
Sure,
closer. It gets closer to his chest and to like its neck.
I try to pull it off.
Sakura, what's your passive perception again? 21, right?
21.
Okay. You do notice the roots stop like right as they're about to hit his face. Elvakri, make an athletics check.
Oh fuck.
You pull on
Swamp,
it.
you're fucked.
You do notice, by the way, like as Elvakri starts pulling on it, it doesn't seem to like whip out at her. It keeps kind of going towards Swamp, and at this point, it's gotten like around his heart.
Guys,
Swamp.
Ew.
Yeah,
yeah.
go. Sakura, I'll give you one more if you want.
Not gonna lie,
Um,
in character, I'm probably still looting the fucking shack.
Yeah.
If I see that and
Like,
like,
I'm sorry, guys, but
so my instinct would be I'm gonna try and just sorry Swamp, but I'm gonna cut your arm off. Or try
I don't
to.
have, like alternatives.
Fine.
Oh,
Make
what
an
do you mean
attack roll.
flying? Bro,
Don't worry,
flying?
someone knows mending somewhere.
That's not what that cantrip
I
is.
know, I know.
Make an attack roll with whatever sword you're using to do this.
That's like the medic saying, "Oh, don't
Sure,
worry,
so-
ribs grow back." No, they don't.
do you have a fire sword? That would be cool.
You know.
No, that's the wrong one. 24.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Swamp loses his arm.
Okay.
Mm.
Swamp, you take 6 points of damage.
They were temporary anyway.
Sure. You kind of like attack into this, and there's like a small cut, and immediately these roots just like go over it. At this point, Swamp,
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
you all of a sudden feel as if 4 roots kind of like jam into your chests.
Ow.
At which point, you hear something. A voice. No, that's you, Sakura. You hear a voice. It goes, "Thanks, old friend." At which point, the roots sort of merge together into this. Best way to describe it is this, like, seemingly made of roots amulets that hangs over your heart. And after the session concludes, I will tell you what your tier 5 unit is.
Nice.
Bog monsters.
It is a giant fucking bog monster.
Wow. Lovely.
I hope it didn't take that attack personally. I was just, yeah.
My tier 5 unit can totally kick your tier 5 unit's ass.
I don't have it.
I don't remember what mine is. Oh wait, no, yeah.
Mine's
no,
lightning
no.
people. That's all. I
Mine is
remember.
trees.
Yeah.
Trees versus Swamp. The sequel.
But then, afterwards, you can take your giant friends, go through the walking through trees spell, whatever that,
Yep.
transport via plants spell.
Transport by plan.
You reach back into relics, and what happens there, we will all notice next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to Aeminad!
Yes.